Today marks the London edition of a series of events which are sponsored by the European Commission called Partnerships in European Tourism. And the point about these events is that the principal idea is to get European suppliers together with inbound operators, principally from China. This is the EU-China tourism year, and the Commission was very, very keen that we should put together specific conferences discussing aspects of European inbound tourism and put together a number of workshops. Now, these workshops, up until now and running towards the end of the year, will be almost exclusively Chinese, though we have a strong American element tomorrow. Next year, we're going to be doing another workshop in Los Angeles, which will be overwhelmingly North American, as you would imagine. I think the thing to realize about these workshops is that the way they work, those of you who've never attended one, is that those of you coming tomorrow really must understand that they work because nearly all of it is pre-scheduled. When you arrive tomorrow morning, you will be handed a list of appointments, and that list of appointments you really have to conform to throughout the day. If you start veering off-piste, things start falling apart. And you will find that if you conform to those appointments, A, you will have a very productive day, and secondly, you will have chances either side of these appointments to make other meetings. A lot of people tell me that the most important aspect of workshops like these isn't so much the appointments that have been made for you, but the people that you meet incidentally as you move around. And so I will explain that at greater length tomorrow morning when you're in Greenwich, but I just want to make it very clear now that tomorrow morning you've got to be in Greenwich by about 8:30. You've got to start working at 10 to 9 o'clock in the morning, and by 5:30 you will have earned a very large drink, and that we will supply you to. The other thing to note is that this is a partnership. The idea is to create partnerships throughout Europe. We would not be able to do this event if it wasn't for our colleagues at the European Travel Commission. ETC is the umbrella body for all the national tourist offices in Europe. All the national tourist offices in Europe, with the exception of Visit Britain and Atout France, but that's a separate discussion. But nearly all the national tourist offices. And ECTA is the umbrella body representing all the national travel agents and tour operator associations in Europe. And both these people are working with us in partnership. We have other events other than the one today. We have one in Shanghai in 2 weeks, which is a little bit late to come along to. But if anybody wants to come to another event in China, we still have 1 or 2 places left at our Chengdu workshop on the 28th of November. It's very rare that you get the opportunity to have a European Commission funded, effectively free workshop in China if anybody wants to come along to it, or if anybody's got a Chinese representative. I think we've got about 10 places left. It'd be lovely to see somebody there. And we also have another event in Los Angeles just before the Travel and Adventure Show on the 15th of February. That more or less sums up what I need to tell you today. I just need to direct you over to Peter Romer Hansen, who's going to be your chairman today. Peter embodies all that is most cuddly and delightful in Danish civilization. He's the embodiment of Hygge, I think, with a slight element of Søren Kierkegaard thrown in, just to give it a bit of edge. But I will leave you in the hands of Peter. Thank you very much, Peter.
Thank you very much.